Dear students, I am going to talk about plasmids. So today I am going to discuss about plasmid PUC 18 or 19. So you know already cloning vectors. So cloning vectors are required for gene cloning. Genetic engineering involves the main technique gene cloning, production of multiple copies of desired DNA or gene of interest. So DNA or gene cloning technique is to reproduce DNA or gene into many copies. You know that there are two methods. One is polymerase chain reaction amplification that can be done up to the genes, that is the size, it's about 5000 base pairs. Beyond that size we cannot use this in vitro amplification. So then we have to go for cell based cloning. Most of the eukaryotic genes are very big, more than 10,000 base pairs. So we have to go for this cell based cloning. For this cell based cloning we require a cloning vector or molecular vehicle is required to carry the gene of interest or DNA fragment of interest into the host cells for multiplication. Using cloning vectors, long gene, that is ranging from 20 kilobase pair up to 250 kilobase pairs can be multiplied using cell based cloning with help of different types of vectors. Cloning vectors is a DNA molecule having ability to accept foreign DNA fragment and can replicate independently in a host cell. So there are number of engineered the vectors are used in the biotechnology or genetic engineering practices. Those are plasmids, cosmids, lambda pages, viruses, yeasts. So all this today I am going to discuss about one plasmid vector. So what are plasmids? Plasmids are self-replicating extrachromosomal circular DNA molecules found in most of the bacterial species and a few eukaryotes. So directly we cannot use these plasmids. The engineered plasmids are extensively used in cloning as a cloning vehicles in genetic engineering to perform many gene manipulations. So engineered plasmids will have multiple cloning site MCS and recognition sites for restriction endonucleases. Plasmid vectors with inserted desired gene easily isolated from host cell with a selectable marker. So you will find it, this is the general of a plasmid vector. It has got a multiple cloning site. Multiple cloning site means a short sequence of DNA. It is about 50 to 100, which consists of the recognition sites for many restriction enzymes, restriction endonucleases. For example, you can see the sequence here, EcoR1, SAC1, KPN1, all these you can see here. This is I have written the sequence here: EcoR1, SAC1, KPN1, SMAV1, all these you will find, BAMH1. So likewise SPA1, HIND3. So not HIND2, it is HIND3. So all these you will find in this MCS or multiple cloning site. So we can use this restriction site to insert of any kind of gene. So if, for example, if it is cut by EcoR1, then we can use only that gene. See here, this can be cut by so many enzymes, this region. So that's why we can able to use this, it's like, that's why it is the vehicle. So it can be used for different purposes, so different genes, not just for one gene, okay. So because it can cut by so many restriction enzymes. So I have discussed in my last video plasmid PBR322. Today I am going to discuss about plasmid PUC 18 or 19. PUC plasmids are developed in 1982 by University of California. P plasmid, U University, C for California. They are small vectors when compared to PBR322. This size is about it is 2 to 3 kilo base pairs length, and it has a multiple cloning site or recognition site. They contain a marker gene ampicillin amp, you know that, and a reporter gene here. It is in the case of PBR322, there are two marker genes, that is the ampicillin resistance gene and tetracycline resistant gene. So here you will find ampicillin resistant gene is there, and apart from that you can see the another reporter gene. It is called LAGZ. LAGZ gene is a coding for beta galactidase enzyme which hydrolyzes X-galstain to blue color colonies, so that colonies are easily identified. You know the lac operon, you know LAGZ is coding for beta galactidase enzyme. So that gene, that operon part is inserted here. So that is used. This is the engineered plasmid, you know that. So that part, the promoter of LAGZ gene is taken and it is used, it is inserted here. So this is what you can see, LAGZ, it's a reporter gene. So what is the function of the reporter gene? Here reporter gene is producing an enzyme called the it is called beta galactidase. In the presence of beta galactidase, if we grow the bacteria with the X-gal substrate, then the enzyme convert the substrate into blue colonies. If we insert our gene of interest in the LAGZ segment, so this enzyme cannot be expressed, so that we get white colonies. So that is the difference. So that we can easily pick, with the help of the color of the colony, we can pick the colony, and we can that is the confirm those colonies, white colonies carrying our inserted gene. So they cannot produce beta galactidase. So that's how. So commonly used PUC plasmids are PUC 8, 9, PUC 18, 19. These are the order of their discovery or development. They differ in their cloning site and recognition site. Here you will find that this is a model of PUC 18. So this is the AMPIR or ampicillin resistant gene, and this is MCS, multiple cloning site, and LAGZ gene, ORI, origin of replication. It is the similar to PBR, because a part of the PBR322 used here to develop this. Only the thing, it is added with the LAGZ segment, lac operon segment. So PUC 18 and 19 vectors are small plasmids of E. coli. They are about 2686 base pairs in length. They are identical, except they can contain multiple cloning site arranged in opposite orientation. That's all the difference between 18 and 19. So there is you will find a replicon rep, you will find. So that the replicon rep, or else it is called PMB1, it is taken from that plasmid. That's why responsible for the replication of the plasmid is taken from the plasmid PBR322. And also similar to PBR322, they have a gene called BLA gene, or else ampicillin resistant gene. BLA gene or ampicillin resistance gene, they produce a product, their gene product is called beta lactamase, which gives ampicillin resistance property to the bacteria containing this gene. Okay, so it is confirms the resistance to ampicillin similar to PBR322. Beta lactamase enzyme destroys antibiotic penicillin class. The culture media used should contain ampicillin antibiotic and a X-gal, a substrate. So the recombinant bacteria na culture ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ನಾವು ಇದಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಆಂಪಿಸಿಲಿನ್ ಆಂಟಿಬಯೋಟಿಕ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಗಾಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಆಂಪಿಸಿಲಿನ್ ಆಂಟಿಬಯೋಟಿಕ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಏನಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಯಾವುದು ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಜೀನ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಿಡ್ಗೆ ಆಂಟಿಬಯೋಟಿಕ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಸಸ್ಟೈನ್. ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್, that means if if it is the bacteria has not taken our the plasmid, then it will die. So then thereby we can able to eliminate or we get rid of the bacteria, those are not transformed, because transformation experiment, the sending this plasmid to the E. coli, it is not 100%, it is just 10 to 20%. We don't want, those are the bacteria, those who have not taken our recombinant plasmid. Okay, so that is how we can get rid of. So the promoter and LAGZ gene encoding an enzyme beta galactidase, you know that bacteria synthesize the enzyme will form a blue colonies in the media which contains X-gall stain. So insertion of the DNA into the multiple cloning site located in the LAGZ inactivates the gene. That's what I said. So what happens, you can see, if we insert our gene here, so the LAGZ cannot be expressed. When the LAGZ cannot be expressed, what happens? Beta galactidase not going to produce. When beta galactidase enzyme is not going to, it cannot reduce the X-gall stain, so that white colonies will result. This is what you can see in the plate, Petri plate. There are so many white colonies and some blue colonies. Blue colonies are the one, they are not transformed. They are not containing our gene of interest. So the one which are containing our gene of interest, so that those are the one you will find the white colonies. So the bacteria carrying recombinant plasmid give rise to white colonies. Colonies with recombinant plasmids are white, and without carrying those non-recombinant plasmids, they are the blue colonies. So in the insertion of foreign DNA to the multiple cloning site disrupt the lac operon, so that beta galactidase becomes non-functional, the colonies fail to turn blue color. So that is the advantage for the selection. Okay, then you can see the insertion of the foreign DNA into the multiple cloning site located with the LAGZ gene causes insertional inactivation of the gene coding for beta galactidase, so that you can see the you will find the white colonies, and if the bacteria is not inserted with our the recombinant plasmid, then blue colonies you will find. So bacteria, this is what you can see, this is the LAGZ segment. LAGZ segment with our insert means the gene of interest. So what happens, you can see the X-gall is the beta galactidase is produced, X-gall product are blue colonies. So X-gall product is not formed because no enzyme, so it is white colonies. You can see bacteria carrying recombinant plasmids in the multiple cloning site cannot hydrolyze X-gall, giving rise to white colonies. Non-recombinant colonies are blue colonies. So that is what you can see. ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದರೆ, ಒಂದು ಟೂತ್ ಪಿಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕಾಲೋನಿಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಪಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ಬಯೋರಿಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಅದನ್ನು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಂಟೈನರಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಕಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ the bacteria which are having our recombinant DNA or else the desired gene. So this is what you can see here. So the MCS, whatever there in the, so what are the enzymes you will find in the, so the multiple cloning site having restriction sites for many enzymes, EcoR1, ZAC1, all these you can see. So this MCS is almost similar to PBR322. But the disadvantage with respect to the plasmid vector, both PBR322 or else PUC18, they cannot accept the DNA or the gene the more than 10,000 base pairs or 10 kilo base pairs. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡದಿರೋ ಜೀನ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಲೋ 10,000 base pairs, so we can use these plasmid as a cloning vectors. More about the vectors and other vectors I am going to discuss in my next class. Thank you.